Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Cold Case Christmas 2025. In this episode we're going to Scotland, specifically the Isle of Skye. This is where a 28-year-old young man went for a short camping trip with a friend, but he didn't like it. It was cold, he was depressed, he had an argument with his friend, so he left. However, he made it back to mainland Scotland, he spoke with his family, and then he completely disappeared. This is the baffling case of Michael Bell. Michael Bell, 28 years old when he disappeared, was from Sheldon, a suburb of Birmingham in the West Midlands of England. So we're going to May 1983, when Michael, a factory worker, and his friend decided to go for a camping trip, just a few days. They drove up to Scotland, went on the ferry to the Isle of Skye, pitched their camp, and then a few days in, Michael wanted to return home. He's a quiet lad, a little bit of a homebody, and he wasn't enjoying it. He told his parents he was cold, he was depressed, he just wanted to leave. The friend, however, didn't want to go. They had an argument, and that was the last the friend ever saw of him. It is understood, though, that Michael did make it back to the mainland. So where did he go? What happened to him? That's a mystery that's been going on for well over 40 years. At the end of October of this year, West Midlands Police reinvigorated their appeal for witnesses and for any information about Michael's case. This is from West Midlands Police. I'm going to read this appeal here. We are appealing for help with one of our longest running missing persons investigations. Michael Bell from Sheldon was last seen when he went on a camping holiday to the Isle of Skye in May 1983 with a friend. Aged 28 at the time, Michael and his friend were on Skye and they got into a disagreement about when to go back home. Michael said he was miserable on the trip and wanted to return home, but his friend wanted to stay on the island. As a result, he ended up leaving on the 14th of May, while his friend remained for a few days more. This is the last confirmed sighting we have of Michael to this day, which is a little bit contradictory to some of the reports who said that police saw him. I'll get there in a second. Through enquiries over the last 40 years, we are confident Michael made it back to the mainland, making contact with his family via phone from the towns of Dalwhinnie and Tydrum in the Highlands. The last contact Michael had with his family was in a phone call, when he informed them he would head for the English border to come home. Now, some of the reports say that the phone kind of suddenly, mysteriously went dead. This is 1983. This was before the days of cell phones. Did he just run out of money? He would have been in a call box, presumably. Did he just run out of money and he didn't have any more change? You used to have to put 10p's in. I remember those days. And you could never get to the end of your call before your 10p's run out. Was he mad? What? I don't know why the phone went dead. Anyway, the police are confident that Michael was safe up to that point. But this is the last time anyone ever heard from Michael. Number of appeals in the media over the months and years following Michael's disappearance. Michael's father, who was a lifelong Birmingham City fan along with his son, so Birmingham City Football Club, soccer for you guys across the pond, continued to attend games for 20 years after his disappearance in the hope his son would reappear. Officers from our missing persons investigation team are now appealing to anyone who might remember Michael and know more about who he was and what might have led to his disappearance. PC Sean Reeves said, initially it was thought that Michael was last seen in the Isle of Skye, but we know from police reports in Scotland he was seen at least 2 or 3 more times on the mainland. So he was seen at least 2 or 3 times on the mainland. This is the police's statement. It's confusing to say he was last seen on the Isle of Skye. He wasn't. He was last seen on the mainland. Listen, a police officer reported him appearing confused and being put on a bus to Glasgow. But what happened to him after he arrived back on the mainland is a mystery still. We are hoping anyone who worked with Michael might remember him and be able to shed any light on his personality and his character, as there is still a lot we don't know about him. This police report's crazy. They had 40 years. Ask his parents. Anyone who remembers Michael or might be able to help officers build a clearer picture of his life can contact the team on 0121 626 7003 directly. There's a little bit more from this PC Reeve. Now, this is the Sun newspaper, okay, but there's a little bit more to this PC Reeve comment. PC Reeve said, once on the Isle of Skye, they camped in the Dunvegan area west of the Isle. At one point called his parents and sounded a bit depressed. He stated it wasn't going well and it was cold. Don't have much more information than that. I believe Michael next went to the police station in Dunvegan and asked for directions to Glasgow. He appeared confused. An unknown officer later placed him on a bus to Portree on the Isle of Skye. Another officer met him off the bus at Portree and placed him on a bus to Glasgow. So these cops must have been concerned about him. Out of the goodness of their heart, they actually put him on a bus. You know, make sure he gets on the bus okay. Saying he was confused. What does that mean, he was confused? Was he mad? Was he on something? What? Was he having some kind of medical emergency? If you want my opinion, I say maybe the latter, that there was some kind of medical thing going on here. So while investigators have not ruled out the possibility that Michael may have gone abroad or that third-party involvement could be a factor, there's no evidence to suggest he was a victim of a crime. Well, how would he have gone abroad? Did he have his passport with him? It's also been confirmed that his camping companion is not considered a suspect in the case. No, because the camping companion didn't go back to the mainland when Michael did. Although suicide cannot be entirely excluded as a possibility, authorities have stated that Michael did not indicate any suicidal intent to his family or friends and expressed a desire to return home. So that was the last his parents knew. They were expecting him home, in a day or two, but he never arrived. They waited a few days, reported him missing, and the trail just went cold. And it seems it took the cops a long time to realise that he was last seen on the mainland rather than the Isle of Skye. Look, this is just my opinion again, but it seems to me the police didn't actually take it that seriously at the beginning. The fact that they're playing catch-up to find out more about Michael seems odd to me. His parents have made numerous heartbreaking public appeals for information over the years, clinging to hope of finding their son. His father attended Birmingham City football games for more than 20 years after the disappearance, holding out that one day he might spot his son amongst the fans, despite the years that have passed. Michael's mother, Sheila Bell, still dreams about seeing her son. She said, if I saw him tomorrow, I'd be absolutely overjoyed. I really, really would. It wouldn't matter where he'd been or what he'd done, nothing would matter. But I have very faint hope of that happening. So Michael, white, British male, 5'9", slim build, auburn hair, bluish green eyes. This is an interesting little article from 2005. Michael had been missing 22 years at this point, and it does seem that the Sun newspaper have taken old quotes from this. So I think it's very possible that his parents are no longer alive, because Michael's dad, Kenneth, was 77 in 2005. So if he's alive, he's going to be a really, really, really old man now. But this is what Kenneth Bell said in 2005. Sits on the edge of his seat when he goes to a Birmingham City football match. It's the faces of the fans, not the people on the pitch, that the 77-year-old is intently watching, because he hopes that somewhere amongst the crowd will be Michael, his son, who went missing 22 years ago. This is one of the reports the phone went dead. Mr. Bell, a retired industrial chemist, said, I remember going back to work when Michael had been missing for more than a week and having a bit of a weep. I thought something had happened to him for him not to have made contact. When we found out that he hadn't taken any money either, we just thought the worst. Since then, there has been few sightings, but none have ever come to anything. My son was a very keen blues fan, so Birmingham City. I've been going to matches for 22 years, hoping to see him in the crowd. Sometimes you tell yourself not to even look. It's just so out of character. He was always at home. We were quite a close family. I remember him as a lad going with us on holiday to stay with his grandma in Bognor. He used to love bragging to his friends about how well his mother cooked for him, and I used to help him with his maths homework. Then his teacher would wonder why he did so badly at the end of year exams when his dad wasn't there to do the answers for him. He'd phone us everywhere he went, even if it was down the road to watch the cricket at Edgbaston or to the tennis at Wimbledon. He was good like that. We have all his classroom pictures on our dressing table. Not a day goes by when we don't look at them and remember. Michael's mother, Sheila Bell, still dreams about her son. See, this is the quote that the son took. If I saw him tomorrow, I'd be absolutely overjoyed. They are happy dreams, and then I wake up and it's a terrible feeling to know that the reality is he's still not here. His friends and his younger brother Philip have children now. Michael would have been so good with them. He had such patience. Bless them. So, I don't know, I can't find any information whether they have passed away, but it's very possible that they did pass away and never found out what happened to Michael. How sad is that? He just went camping, but he was confused. My opinion is there was something medical going on and something happened to him. But where did he go? Why has he never been found? But how much did people actually really search? But why has no one ever come across him? Real puzzler. Baffling mystery. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow in the next episode of Cold Case Christmas. Bye guys.